Everybody, we are live again. Dynasty Mirror, search for Guru. Guys, please forgive me. I have a little head cold. I come from it's 90 degrees in Abidjan and Freetown. 85, 90 degrees in Nigeria, Benin Republic, and I get to Atlanta, and right now it was about 25 degrees this morning, and right now it's like 36. So I have a little head cold. So guys, please forgive me if I sound somewhat stopped up. Um, Couple announcements. Number one, we have the tour coming up in March 20th to the 26th. We are headed to Nigeria. Please join us. If you have any questions, go to dynastymirror.com, send me an email, or go to Huru at searchforhuru.com, send me an email. For what we have going on right now. And I have my brother Fitzgerald Stephens on with us today. And today's topic, Fitzgerald, it bothers me, but it's gonna happen soon. But it bothers me, Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald, I think he froze up on us. Fitzgerald, he froze up on us, and the this on the screen right now, the video of you froze is of you smiling. So guys, give Fitzgerald a second to get back on. But Fitzgerald, it bothers me that I have not been able to fly to Africa yet on first class. It is really bothering me. And usually, what I do, like say I'm flying Ethiopian Airlines or even Delta, now I've upgraded to Delta Comfort. I can fly Delta Comfort. Shout out to everybody in the chat room. Hey, Cason, everybody. All right, for sure. Let's get you back on. Hold on. All right, for sure. You're back. We had lost you on the screen right now.
Yeah. Hopefully the internet connection will be fine today. I'm just crossing my fingers.
Okay. All right. You should be good. But what I was saying, Fitzgerald, and it ties into the topic. I have not been able, I'm just going to keep it real, to afford to fly first class to Africa yet. Now, I've upgraded to Delta Comfort, which is right behind Delta One, which is first class. But I have not been able to afford just yet to fly on first class, and it's kind of bothering me, Fitzgerald, because you board the flight, when they check you in, and when it's time to board the flight, the first class and the gold medallion members, they go first. Then it's like the platinum and the Delta Comfort. I'm Delta Comfort now. But like when you're about to board the plane, and the stewardess is there at the door, and she looks at your ticket. And she says, "Yes, Mr. Amir, you're in 11J." But to the right is Delta Comfort or regular cabin, main cabin. But to the left is first class. And I always peek over to the left. You see people stretched out, legs just stretched out, and the stewardess is coming through and giving like little face towels and all types of stuff. And we eating prison food in the main cabin. They eating I don't know what they eat, steak and shrimp and lobster and first class. For sure, I think he froze up on us again, for sure.
Prison food. Oh, Lord.
For sure, I think he froze up on us. But yeah, shout out to Major Payne for the super chat. Major Payne, send me an email, search for huru@gmail.com or hit.com.
I can see.
Yeah, okay. But you're in and out. Yeah, you're in and out. But yeah, Fitzgerald, it's just I should be at the point of my life right now, Fitzgerald, where when I'm on Delta.com or EthiopianAirlines.com, that's where I usually fly, those two carriers. Where if I see a round trip ticket to Lagos out of New York for about 800 USD. And since I'm silver medallion with Delta, they'll upgrade me for free to Delta Comfort. But then I see that that Delta I'm sorry, the Delta One or first class for $3,500. I should be at the point. I think I'm at the point of my life now. I think I should be able just to pay for that first class ticket and not flinch. And that's just the lifestyle I want to live for sure. I just tell myself I'm 37, about to be 38, and I'm like, I should have been there by now. I don't know. That it ties into the title of what we're talking today. We're just getting to a point in life where money is not an issue.
Okay, I like the topic and I like what you said. And Prince, you're already living a life that most people dream right now. So you're saying you want to be a little bit better. I mean, think about what you're saying. Now, I'm putting my head, I'm putting my mind, I'm putting my head in your space. Probably the longest flight I've ever taken, under 3 hours. Not probably, but I've never taken over a 3 hour flight. I've always flown domestically here in the United States, never over 3 hours. And I can tell you what, sometimes, man, I get a little dang cramp, in coach with that shorter period of time. It's just uncomfortable. But I am thankful I'm able to travel. It's interesting that you're saying that, because I'm putting out like, what is this man saying? Is it sound like he's thrown off or being braggadocious? Said, no. How would you feel if you had to take a 12-hour, 18-hour flight? How would you feel if you was on airlines as much as he is, cramped up, listen to the engines riding over the wing, which I seen to do a lot. Buying bubble gum, and sometimes I forget when you cause your ears pop. How would you feel? Yeah, I would want more comfort too. So I will wonder, and especially especially if I'm sitting up there and my lifestyle involves a lot of traveling, which obviously yours. Yeah, I will be thinking about, why should I have to continue doing that? So that's a valid thing. It's not wrong with wanted to enjoy the comforts of your life and want to enjoy the finer things. That's not wrong. What is wrong is to keep talking about it, but not make any actions to cause it to come to pass. And you do want to get to a point where money just simply doesn't matter, where you can just live your life on your terms, because time is so brief and it's so short and stuff. So yeah, you do want to get to the thing where you're just having to deal with the nuances of money. Yeah. And another thing, Prince, while we're sitting up here talking, I want to make a announcement for what you and I said that what we was going to do, because I get a lot of this. I'm seeing a comment today say, hey, what? Well, you guys be kind of happy to know that Prince Amir and I decided to push a lot of our focus as far as with wealth building, what we do at Karatbars, onto the continent of Africa. We think it's just a dynamite opportunity, and I'm seeing where Prince Amir is going over there and traveling so much, and I definitely plan on hooking up with him over there. And we're in several African countries over there already, so why shouldn't we go up there and develop that land and build wealth on that continent? Continent too. I mean, we're already doing it here in North America, so we definitely plan on putting our forces together, really start targeting Africa as far as for with this wealth building opportunity here at Karatbars, because we see extraordinary opportunity that has not begun to been tapped into. I personally think people are more hungry over there. Dinas, and I asked Dinas about the climate, and I happen to have the luxury of a brother, almost 14 years of friendship, who has boots on the grounds and eyes in the streets and everything, is telling me about things about Africa, making me really want to start shift operations there. And Dinas, and I plan on putting a collaboration for the African nation, African continent, because we believe we can build something great and huge over there and help a lot of people while doing it over there with through this. What's your take on that, Prince Amir?
No, I agree. I mean, especially in a place like Nigeria. Oh man, I mean, opportunities are endless in Nigeria. So definitely, I mean, we're definitely gonna put
It
together
just
and make
makes
it happen.
sense. it just makes sense. I mean, when you're dealing with gold and you have the opportunity to own their own business and to have no cap on their income and and building wealth for their family simultaneously, and not having to leave their home country to do it and participate
Uh, for sure, I was going to say you're kind of going in and out on this. Fitzgerald, we're losing you, Fitzgerald.
new sense. I mean, and I'm in a position where I can easily start shifting my operations from here in Tampa to over there.
Fitzgerald,
But I'm seeing it, and Dynas, we've been bouncing this around, but I think in 2020, that's where that's for those of you guys who talk to us, and I hear so many comments, and I read the comments. I got to pull it up right now. Hey, what about Africa? What about Africa? What about into a phenomenal thing? We really believe that we can have a team of, and I'm not exaggerating what I'm getting ready to say. We really get a million, hundreds of thousands just by us, but him and I collaborating together. But when next phase, you got DeMarco and Livy out there in Los Angeles. You got him. You got Keith down in Trinidad. But so we got a great system as far as we're going here. But I think what I want to do is I want to really start shifting over and focus on in Africa, particularly West Africa. Why West Africa? Because that's where my friend Dynas Amir has the most experience over there. Nigeria, Cameroon. So let's rest in that a little bit, Bars, wake up, because we happen to have a vehicle. We happen to have a vehicle that they get a global perspective like that. The people over there, our families here, but a bit already on our teams right now, simply because you're going to get benefits for us from that cost of spillover. In other words, we start planting our flags in Africa. You're going to have a major group there too.
Fitzgerald, can you hear me? Fitzgerald, is there any way you could possibly go upstairs? Because you're going in and out, and people are missing.
Okay, let me do that right the heck now. Okay.
Yeah, I don't want people to miss this, and in fact, we're probably gonna have to run back the as far as the speaking on Africa. Guys, with that being said, affiliate link is in the chat room. Click on the link, sign up as an affiliate. I'm going to call you personally, and then I'm going to get you in contact with Fitzgerald, and we're going to get you up and running and up and trained. Also, my link will be in the description. If you watch the playback, it is also on the screen. So what me and Fitzgerald were discussing was taking care bars and really implementing it in Africa. Because again, we keep getting questions, Diane, is how do I invest in Africa? How do I make money in Africa? What can I do to earn an income in Africa? I'm always getting hit up from my African friends. Oh, Diane, are there any opportunities in America? Well, like Fitzgerald said, care bars is something you could do. Prime example in Nigeria and Senegal, I believe, where you don't have to actually leave Nigeria, Senegal.
And therein lies the key component. You don't have to leave. I first started meeting as far as getting augmented in African culture when I used to live in Nigeria, not Nigeria, when I used to live in Atlanta. Dynas in the West End, over in the West End, tons of Nigerians of families over there. Right. And here's one thing I noticed about them. A lot of them would come over here for the income, for the opportunities. And brilliant people, loving people, working. But you know what? When you would meet them, they brought Africa with them. They didn't get acclimated in America. For the ones, at least the one I met, they kept their culture, they kept their thing. But you get to talking to them. I remember there was a prince I met over in the West End. He used to visit my shop when I was over there on Brady Avenue. Greatest guy, nicest guy, invited me to his wedding. But he maintained his whole culture and stuff. And you get to talking to him. You find out they're over here for economic means, but they would love to stay home. I met quite a few that did not go home because of econ. Sometimes they was over there like five years in the States, but they want to go home. You meet the same thing with during my travels through Canada when I met them. So what I'm saying is a lot of people pulling off the African continent, who are native to that continent simply because of economics. But what if you had a vehicle like Karatbars who deals with gold and duplication, and they have a global network where they don't have to leave home, or where you don't have to leave home, or you have the option that you do want to leave home, your income still follows you. See, it really is like the title says. It's not about the money, but it's not about the money. It really is. So what Dynas and I were just talking, and we come up with these ideas like haphazardly, and this is a freestyle meeting that we're even having right now. We come up with these things, and I said, Dynas, you know what, man, our U.S. operations are doing pretty good here at Karatbars. I'm from what I'm seeing with you, and man, and we get these talks about people saying, what about Africa? What about Africa? As if we just left that off the map. We keep telling you, it's you got 146 countries, and we already have a toehold in Africa, not nowhere near like we have in our stateside. But I'd say, you know what, man, let's shift our operations, because we said we got one of our uplines, and I'm not going to mention, let's say we got one of our uplines doing extraordinary well, and we happen to challenge ourselves. Could we do that? Could we do that? We said, well, with him, even though there's great opportunity in the United States, yeah. But I tell you what we'll do. We'll just go ahead and plan our, we'll just go ahead and really start focusing on Africa. You're traveling over there. I'll be in a position where I'm able to travel over there with you and stuff. We'll just start building a real strong affiliate, a real strong wealth builders organization. As far as we're there, we got Nigeria, we got Kenya, we got Cameroon, we got Ghana, we got Zimbabwe, we got South Africa, we got Nubia, we got Botswana, we got Ethiopia. We got this whole big continent that's practically untouched.
Let me name some of the countries in Africa where we could do business. Botswana, I got the list right here. But Botswana, let's see here. Ghana, we have an affiliate in Ghana. Let's keep going down.
Trinidad,
in Africa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Trinidad's in Africa.
No, it's not.
No. Oh, I'm sorry, Tanzania.
Yeah. Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
Lesotho.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here, going down. Morocco.
Egypt.
Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. South Africa. Swaziland.
Mm-hmm.
Tanzania.
Uganda.
Uganda. And I didn't let me see if I skipped over it. Is Egypt on here? I don't see Egypt.
There. Egypt's there.
I don't. Okay. I mean, I'm looking at the list, but okay.
At least I would like to say they're there, but nevertheless, this huge, not up and coming African continent. But I said at times past that Africa is the now, not the future, is the now. So why not? I mean, there's some guys out there doing some outstanding things. You got Isaac Matthias. For those of you who don't know him, look him up. He's one of the key money earners and all the wealth builders right down to South Africa, to Cape Town. Build a global organization right down there in South Africa, Swaziland, Zululand.
Yeah. Here goes some more, Fitzgerald. Egypt, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Gabon.
Mm-hmm. Gabon is interesting because Samuel L. Jackson just got citizenship there, and Ludacris, the artist, he just got citizenship there.
Your favorite country, Cote d'Ivoire, is on here.
They just got added.
I see it right here.
Okay, well, they must recently got at it. I mean, and just not to deviate, not to deviate.
Liberia.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Just want to go through this list. Keep going, Fitzgerald. I'm just gonna let's see.
Well, as you can see, man, you know, with dealing with a product that's gold, dealing with a product that's free to join, so it takes out a lot of startup, a lot of the costs, you know, far as for free.
Sorry to interrupt you again. We got Senegal, we got Rwanda, Sudan, which is Nubia, old Nubia. Let's see here. There's some more, but yeah, I mean, there you go. Go ahead.
Yeah, so the prince and I, we say, hey man, you know, and this just came up haphazard. This we talked about this about 48 hours ago. I said, man, let's switch our operations there. I mean, I'm getting feedback. You know, as far as once again, I look at the comments, and I often hear sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not so good. Sometimes
Angola.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, sometimes they borderline being very disrespectful. Like, hey, you know, you guys ought to be doing the African cause, as if I have been telling you cats. You know, we're already in 146 countries. You know, I guess that's just going over these critics' heads. We're going in 146 countries. It's free to join and with gold. But you know what? You in business, you have to be surgical. You know, in business, you have to look at markets that are up and coming and rising. Well, Carrot Bars, you know, through Dr. Harold Seitz, they've already done that. You know, they've already went in these countries. So all we got to do is spread the word. Like, hey, you know what? You can build wealth through your family by acquiring gold, by purchasing gold, and by building you a global team, duplicating the efforts, and get paid residual income just to simply tell folks. And you can do that from the comfort of a cell phone or a computer. I mean, that's a no-brainer. You know, you don't have to worry about a banking system. You don't have to worry about you don't have to worry about a traditional job system. You can literally get out there and create you a global team. You know, I was, you know, Dynas, we had this affiliate, Steve Mance. Steve Mance, you know, we met him by he's personally sponsored by you. Met him by off the internet. He contacted me, signed up on Search Uru, signed that same link that people was doing right now. Was in the Philippines. Well, he decided he's going to go to Tanzania. You know, and he talks to Mr. Muhammad out there, and he builds a wide team out there in Tanzania. But here's the thing about it. He said, does anyone out here know how to speak Swahili? And Swahili is one of the most dominant languages on the continent of Africa. And so we're looking to team up with Swahilian type speakers, you know, because there are so many different dialects out there. If we could tap into that, if we can get, you know, a business partner, you know, who sees this like we're seeing it, and they start developing that, you know, it's simply because and overcoming that language barrier, they can build an extraordinary income for themselves and others just be simply like that. Because you know, a lot of us can't communicate with them. I'm a native English speaker. That's all I speak so far. You know, but there's a ton of stuff I can be missing out, and sometimes Google Translates does not translates the way I want to be. You know, now so we have this little issue, not an issue, but there's an affiliate of ours of Gabriella. Gabriella's up in Toronto, you know, a fluent Spanish speaker. You know, and I was talking with her, working with her just a couple of nights ago, and I said, do you realize the market that you have simply because you're bilingual, simply because you can speak Spanish? You know, that covers the South America, that covers a good part of Europe, good part of the United States. You know, do you realize where you are? Because a lot of us can't get into this market. See, there are different dialects and there are different cultures and different tongues that we don't possess. I can only move within the English speaking area right now without a translator. But we're looking to tap into a market that few people are not tapping into. You know, and Dynas and I just see a phenomenal opportunity just to really explode our business and literally into the millions, and explode your business literally into the millions for those of you who have the vision to see what we're seeing. So you know, I don't make no apologies for my excitement. I don't make no apologies for my vision, but Prince and I think we're onto something here, Dynas.
Yeah.
I really do. And so this is going to answer the question. Well, what about you doing with Africa? Well, I tell you what. For the cats who asking me that, if you ain't in the business, I ain't talking to you. I just can't talk to you because you're not going to team up, and you're going to sit up there on the stage and and criticize that's cool. But I'm talking to those people who are on the African continent, and I'm not excluding the United States and North America. I'm not. But I'm talking about those people who are on the African continent say, hey, you know what? I think I can do something. Just someone give me mentorship and show me how. You are the guys who we want. Now, don't miss what we're saying here. North America, Caribbean and Europeans, don't miss that. So you can actually start developing you a team in that market, just like Dynas and I are doing too. This is not exclusive to us. So but I'm telling you what. The African Union, it cannot be denied. It literally feeds the world, and it has been for centuries, and it will continue to do so. You guys want to talk about, well, the leaders don't do this and leaders don't do that. What if you could bypass the leaders and go directly to the families? This is what Karatbars enables us to do. See, I don't gotta go talk to the president of Nigeria or the president of Rwanda, or who I happen to be a fan of, the president of Rwanda. I don't have to go talk to the president of Cameroon or any of those guys. I don't have to worry about talking to Marcon, who seems to be the president of Western Africa through their currency manipulation. You know what? We can go directly to individual one-on-one families, and put wealth in their hands, and where they can start buying businesses by the wealth that they're generating, the Karatbars, by the residual income they're generated by Karatbars, by the gold they're acquiring to Karatbars, by building residual incomes that they can will to their children. This thing is actually credible if you can actually get that vision. So Dynas, I'm done talking about that, man, before I start vibrating off this table. But I see this thing. I see this thing like I see the color of my shirt. This thing will work. It's just, and if why not you and I? And why not those of us, who are on this audience? Why don't we just take that and not only help enrich the lives of others, rich ours too, and put this money stuff out the way? It's possible, and this is the right vehicle, and this is the right time.
Guys, affiliate link is in the chat room. Click on my affiliate link, sign up as an affiliate. Also, when you watch the replay, my affiliate link is on the screen. It will be in the description. Click on the link, sign up as an affiliate. I will personally give you a call, and then I will get you in contact with Fitzgerald so we can make sure that you guys are successful. Let's just jump right into Karatbars. What's Karatbars? What is Karatbars?
Well, Karatbars is nothing more than wealth accumulation. What I mean by wealth accumulation, Karatbars is a company that was started in 2011 by Dr. Harold Constantine Seid, a German gentleman whose mission statement is to get gold in the hands of masses. Now, what do I mean by gold? Small gram gold increments, 1 gram card, 2.5 gram cards, and 5 gram cards. Dynas, I hope you have something. I left mine downstairs again when I had to run back up here. Showing those two that you won for me in that football game, that'd be nice. And so what we do, what Karatbar allows you the opportunity to create a global e-commerce business. Okay, a global e-commerce business. It is free to join. And by registering on the link that you see with Dynas right there, and you go ahead and click register by filling out a two-page registration form. Takes you all about 7 minutes, and then once you get that register confirmed, you're going to get an email from Karatbars. You simply click onto it, and it said you are now registered. Now, once that happened, you are now in 146 countries all over the world, able to operate in all those countries that we just named over, plus several dozens more running, all over the world, that you actually literally have a business by yourself. You have a business. Now, your business is gold. You don't buy gold. What you simply do, you exchange your declining paper dollars. whether it be your Nigerian naira, your South African rand, your Ghanese dollar, your American US dollar, your the British pound, your Canadian dollar, your Japanese yen, whatever currency that that's taken in your country, you just simply exchange that and place it in gold. Gold is money. Gold is a store of wealth. So you're not buying, you don't have any minimums, no maximums to buy, so as you're taking something that's going down, putting it in something that's going up. That's good mathematics and good business etiquette. Then the second thing is you tell someone about this the same way you're being told about this, and because they decide to go ahead and register their free account up under you, they also have the same opportunity to build wealth like you do. Okay, and so what you really want to do, you want to get one, the tax deductible business package. The either a VIP, which I highly recommend, a gold, a silver, or a bronze packet. Both Dynas and our VIPs, and the VIPs are actually able you to get the top of the compensation plan. Now that right there is what Dynas is holding. That is a 1 gram gold. 1 gram of gold, that as well. Now, the cool thing I want you guys to notice about that's in his hands. That's not in the bank. That's not gold plated. That's not gold on your teeth, or gold on your wrist, or gold on your neck. That's literally physical gold that he could take to the money changers right now and exchange it. Now, he's not going to want to do that because you know what? He's going to want that to appreciate up. I don't know if you guys realize, but gold is hit somewhere in the neighborhood of $1,500 an ounce right now. When Karat bars first got it going about 2011, it was something like maybe $1,100 an ounce. So we can see a significant increase, as far as with what it's doing. Not knocking it out the box. It's not flashy. It's just steady. Gold is like the turtle running a marathon as opposed to the air. It's not flashy. It just goes consistent and grow. Why is it doing it? Because the world's currencies are pegged to gold. The more gold reserves you have in a country, the stronger your currency are. This is fact. So we here at Karat Bars, we do exactly what the countries are doing, but we apply it to the household. We start accumulating assets for ourselves. We pay ourselves first in appreciating asset, gold. We tell a lot of people we make a lot of money. And then for those of us who really see this thing savvy, we get one to tax deductible business packet, so that we can start getting paid for the efforts of other people and multiplying our residual income effect. Dynas and I've done that very, very successful, to the tune that we get paid every Friday in euros off our Karat Bars MasterCard. And we built a global team already around the world. You're talking to a man close to 10,000 affiliates, in several countries all over the earth. You know what? I don't necessarily have to put them there. I could just know a Dynas who can talk to a guy like Jonas in Accra, Ghana, or talk to a guy like Steve, and he put a team down together in Tanzania. And guess what? Dynas has a team there because he's part of my team. I have a team right there. It's called duplication. The same thing that your boss does, who sits on the top, how he gets a percentage of your efforts without him having to work for it and everyone else. It's the exact same thing. And so we tell other people as they decide to do that, it helps keep our gold up, and we live off our euros. We don't spend our gold, we don't do that. We're letting that appreciate. That's what we're going to leave to our children or our spouses or our state. And so we live off the euros that we create. The euros are paid to us every Friday, on a MasterCard, which is accepted all over the world and several 100,000 locations, wherever MasterCard accepted. Now, here's the cool thing, and Dynas can tell you more about this, and I'm going to let him talk to you about this a little bit. If he goes to Nigeria, and he's over in Nigeria, and he decides that he wants to get a hotel. He did that, he's getting paid in euro. His card is loaded with euro, but he's going to reap the exchange rate, from euros in accordance with Nigeria.
Let me get my MasterCard. Go ahead. Keep talking.
He's gonna get the exchange rate, in proportion of what the euros are worth to the Nigerian naira. Guys, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the currency game. Karat Bars will make you familiar with it. For some of you guys, who are not doing that. I want each and every one of you people, each and every one of the audience members right now, just take a little time. If you're watching me on a computer, I want you to open up a separate window and go to Google and put in a currency converter. Now, Matt, and pick whatever country you want to go in. But first currency you want to use is euro. Let's just say if you want to go. Let's just say if you want to go to Ghana, or let's just say if you want to go to Sierra Leone, or let's just say if you want to go wherever you want to go. And let's just say you had a goal that you want to make like 5,000 euros a month. We got people doing that a week in Carrot Bars. Put in 5,000 euros a month and translate that in that currency. Then you're going to see why people in Africa have the best opportunity to do this. For example, I was talking to an affiliate, and I had been mulling this idea around. I said, you know what? I think I want to start dealing with South Africa. I think I want to start dealing with South Africa because, I'm setting myself up to a goal. I'm working on a goal of doing 5,000 euros a week. That's what I want to do. That's the goal I have in my head right now. One of the first short-term goals, and I personally know people doing this, and so I'm saying, okay, what would 5,000 euros a week translate into South African rand? And I did some number. And the number was like 319,000 Japanese rand to 5,000 euros a week. 319,000 South African rand. 319,000 rand per 5,000 euros a week. That's my goal because I want to make 5,000 a week. So I'm saying, okay, where do I want to live? I want to live in Cape Town. Well, where do you want to live in Cape Town? I want to live by the side of the water. So I went on the internet and I started looking at some properties for rent. And I found this nice, sweet condo overlooking the ocean and everything. And it said it was 6,500 rand. I remember the number, 6,500 rand. Well, I said, okay, 6,500 rand. Okay, I'm gonna want a driver because I don't feel like driving around in there. I'm going to want a chef, nutritionist, the cook for me and everything. I want a maid because I ain't gonna have really time. I want to clean up stuff like that. I'm not going over there to do that. And so, and even say if I hire an executive assistant to help me run my business as far as over there, which I had this. So I figured, okay, instead of 6,500, let me round that up to like an extra 10,000 euros, 10,000 rands per week. Keep in mind, I'm making 5,000. My goal is to make 5,000 rand per week. Now follow me with these numbers. 5,000 rand per week will equal 319. 5,000 euros per week will equal 319,000 rand. Okay, I subtracted 10,000 out for my rent and all the rest of those bills I'm paying. Don-ass, I still have 300,009 euros left over there in South Africa. Just by that don't count when I'm getting ready to get paid for next week. Loaded on that MasterCard right there, I could go and take in and put into the South African ATM, and extract rands. That's why this thing will be one of the most incredible opportunities that Africa has ever seen, because the exchange rate alone will make millionaires out there who take it. How Africa, who has all the resources in the world, the European powers have zero, but how is their money worth more than Africa's money, who have all the resources? Well, that's another lesson for economics that I don't care to get in. But we have a rep out there in South Africa named Isaac Matthias, and Isaac Matthias has came on record. He said, man, I don't want to go to the United States. Why should I? I got everything over here. Okay, I'm over in South Africa. What he was saying, like, I'm taking a pay cut if I move over there. And now for those of you guys who say, well, what about Africa? Well, I was talking to one of our affiliates up in Toronto, and I was talking to her. She's originally from Costa Rica, and we started doing numbers with the Costa Rica currency, and it was like a oh my God moment when I showed her this. See, this is what I'm seeing. See, this is more than just some little gold business. Carrot Bars is a wealth system if you ever get a hold of it. For all you cats out there talking, well, that's a referral-based market, that's a pyramid, stay broke. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to cats who see what Don Ass and I are seeing, because this man this man, Diane, telling your story, man. You was over in Sierra Leone. You was over there using your car. Tell me how it works.
Yeah, finally got my MasterCard in. Was in Sierra Leone, paid for my hotel. I stayed at the Radisson Blue, paid for my hotel, put it in the ATM machine, got cash out with this MasterCard right here. We get paid our commissions every Friday on this, and it gets loaded to this MasterCard.
But you notice the currency was pegged to the Sierra Leone currency, so your euros hardly moved. But you got a block of money out there, more so than now. It would have moved a little bit more if you was in the United States. It would have been more deducted in the United States because a euro, the euro to a dollar in the United States, I think a United States dollar is worth 112 for every euro or 115. But if you put like 1 euro for one Ghanese dollar, you're going to see an extraordinary jump. And that's what people are seeing. This is what Dinas and I have been talking about. This is what we see. That's why we're interested in moving our operations over there. That's what we see. Now, when I say moving our operations, I'm talking about putting boots on the ground. I'm talking about actually, putting a place together, pick a country where I want to actually live, and then go right there to build. Hey, listen, ladies, gentlemen, as long as I have this, I'll operate my business. I can operate my business in the United States. I can operate my business all over Europe as long as this. And Carrot Bars is actually coming out with their own blockchain phone. No Dynamics. I'm not quite sure when it's going to be here. I just know.
But Fitzgerald, let me stop you. Everybody, Dalco got his phone yesterday.
Okay, well, we know what's going on. So what is that blockchain phone? That blockchain is encrypted, and you're able to make calls over blockchain satellite technology. Imagine being able to run a global business, purchase cryptocurrency, no roaming fees, no long distance fees, and push your phone bill somewhere in the neighborhood of $10 a month, $10 to $15 a month. And so I'm able to run my international business, from anywhere in the world. You see, when you own a Carrot Bar business, you are the business. You don't have no employees. You don't have to worry about any accounting. Carrot Bars in your multi-million-dollar website keeps up with that. You don't have to worry about shipping products. FedEx is going to ship your products all over the world. You don't have to worry about. You don't have to pay for shipping and postage. They do all that for you. And so they ship that anywhere in the world where your affiliates are. They order as they wish. With no minimums, no maximums. You will want to acquire one of the business package. Trust me when I tell you, you will want to acquire one of the business packages. You can acquire either the VIP package for 3,000 euros. You can acquire either the gold package for 1,700 euros. You can acquire either the silver package for 750 euros, or you can acquire the bronze package for 150 euros. We move a lot of packages. Most of the bronze, that's not where the true freedom and true wealth is. The true freedom and true wealth is in the purchase of the VIP. Get the VIP as fast as you can. I'm a VIP in both my personal account and my business account because I understand, how the magnitude of how how the duplication works. Let me tell you something. When in Carrot Bars, by you having one of those packages, not only you going to get gold with those packages, not only is tax deductible, but you open yourself up to receive units. Now, in the world of Carrot Bars, units is money. Anytime someone purchases gold, purchases the blockchain computer, the blockchain phone, multi-package, anything that comes through the Carrot Bar ecosystem, there's a unit that is attached to it. You have two teams in Carrot Bars, a left team and a right team, and only two teams, no matter how many affiliates you have. Okay, so when they purchase something, a unit is created once again. So let's just say when you get 25 units on one side, 50 units on another side, a payout is made. So if you're a VIP like Dinas and I, anytime you get 25 units on one side and 50 units from another side, with people throughout your global community purchasing gold and everything, 25 units on one leg, 50 units on another leg, you're going to receive a dual team payout as a VIP, like 80 euros for like Dinas and I do. And I'm not going to tell you how much money, that's generated for us, or people like Michael Delco or Shirlane Goldberg. I mean, it's estatic what it can do. And so if you have a gold packet, 25 units on one side, 50 units on another side, you're going to get paid 60 euros on your MasterCard. On your Carrot Bar MasterCard, what Dinas showed. If you're a silver, 25 units on one side, 50 units on another side, you're going to get paid 50 euro. And if you're a bronze, 25 units on one side, 50 units on another side, you're going to get paid 40 euros. Other words, and plus you're going to get 10% of whatever package you sponsor. You could be a bronze package holder. You sponsored like Dynas and I, we're both VIPs. Guess what? Carrot Bars just paid you 300 euros just because we got our package. You know, it's called a package bonus. And you know, and as well as other things. So you got these things. But I'm gonna stretch you guys a little bit. If you really want to get fired, you really want to really move in this thing, get a VIP packet. Get a VIP packet. We can show you how to make that money back right away, provided you hustle, provided you bring the work. And that's duplicating. That's duplicating. Ladies and gentlemen, in my organization, Dynas has greatly outsponsored me. I used to be the number one sponsor of my organization, so I came across him. You know, and we've been knowing each other about 14 years. You know, going on some time, long time though. Should I say a long time? And so this is a man. You know, I went out there. And as of to date, I have 123 people, maybe 124 between my personal business account, close to 10,000 affiliates. So you got to ask yourself, where did the rest of them come from? Dynas, like 124, he's already done personally sponsored somewhere close to 360 people now. And his organization is close to 1,000 right now. And he will hit that probably before the weekend is out. You know, that's no problem. And he just kind of got to work. But that organization keeps growing and growing and growing. And every time someone acquires units, every time someone acquires gold, every time someone acquires that, it generates a payout for him, that this thing is actually making him a very nice income that he's able to leverage while he's doing his touring company, while he's doing his trip and, you know, going into Africa and everything. It gives him a nice residual income. And he's been getting paid week after week. He's been paid Friday like clockwork on every Friday on his MasterCard because he hustled, because he works. You know, we're not going to do it for you, but all this is an opportunity. And that's really what all you really want. You just want someone to give you an opportunity. You're just like the point, hey, listen, if you like, I don't play no games. I'm not good with the political correctness. And, you know, I like to come in and make my money and go home and see my family. I don't want to, kiss up to everyone. Then this thing is perfect for you because this is dependent upon your own efforts. You don't have to know anybody, to get bumped up or you worried about you get passed over. You know, this is based on your own efforts. And
none of that.
You know, none of that. And a true entrepreneur, which is who I'm speaking to, isn't that what you want? Isn't that what you want, just to basically that you rise in accordance to your own ability? Isn't that what you want? You know, and so this is what Carrot Bars would change your life. I mean, you know, by far the smartest financial decision I ever did in my life. And the way I got in, my friend of 22 years, Michael Delco, you know, who is one of the top earners that, you know, in all the world of Carrot Bars, he has something like close to 80,000 people in his organization and growing, but, you know, who's counting? You know, so he gives me a call one day when I was living in Buffalo, New York. He had said, Fitzgerald, I got this business. It's free to join. It deals with gold. And I'm just like, okay, Michael, because it's you, just go ahead and sign me up. I didn't even fill out my own form. And Dynas laughs at that, but I don't think you'd understand how significant that is. I trusted this man, and, you know, and I just went to work. I got my business packet. I started talking to people. I started accumulating gold. In 2018, we came up with our own our own cryptocurrency backed by gold, the KBC and the KCB, and I started acquiring that. I started building my team. I started getting paid in euros. I started talking to people. Lo and behold, you know, I called my friend Dynas. I said, man, Dynas, I got something you need to see. You know, you need to see. He was actually reluctant at first. But, you know, but I kept on it because I knew something was going here. He signed up, you know, and sad to say, didn't do anything with it for like 3 years. But I built a massive team under him. And so when he finally woke up like he did, like back in July, you know, and went to work, man, he had all this stuff waiting for it. This just keeps growing and growing and growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. Something that he can actually will, you know, to a 6-year-old son. And, you know, it'll do the same for you. All it is is an opportunity, and it's a very, very sweet opportunity. You know, I couldn't talk about expanding in Florida at my job. I mean, expanding into Africa at my job. I couldn't talk about building a global team.
Listen, Fitzgerald, true story. When I was at Cintas, when I started going to Africa, I brought up expanding Cintas into South Africa, they laughed at me because they saw me going. I was going back and forth so much. I was like, look, there is a need for what we do, and I think the best entry point as far as country would be South Africa. They laughed at me. They laughed at me.
See, the beautiful thing about this, my brother, you don't have to ask them. You don't have to ask anything. You could say self. You can say Prince Amir. Yeah, Prince Amir. Hey, man, we're gonna be expanding in Africa. Okay, let's go. You can have these talks. You can have these talks oh man, ladies and gentlemen, vibrate so much. I'm about to come out of this chair, man. Let me go ahead and say it. Anyway. Okay, let me stand up. Okay, here's the deal. When this African plan that you and that you guys are hearing Dynas and I talk about right now, we put it together less than 2 days ago. We put it together less than 2 days ago, and it went something like this. I said, Dynas, man, you know what? You spend a lot of time in Africa, and we was talking about one of our affiliates, one of our upline, and I'll just tell you the name. We was talking about our upline, Michael Delco, a tremendous, incredible leader. Man, love this guy tremendously. Dynas had the pleasure of sitting down. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. And Dynas challenged me, and he didn't know he challenged me. He said, Fitzgerald, do you think we could start earning money like Delco? I said, I know we can. I know we can. It's not a thing. I know we can. I think we could do even better. The sky's the limit in this. And Michael wouldn't take that as an insult, not at all. And I said, you know what? Michael has a pretty good team over here in the United States and around the world. I said, Dynas, why don't you and I just go to Africa? We got a great team over here. We're doing pretty good stuff over US too. So why don't we go to Africa, man? You've been traveling over there for years. You know the territory. And you know what he said to me? Well, let's go. Right there. And that's how the African plan was born. And then we get up here and we come on the channel and talk to you. Hey guys, we're going to shift our operations in Africa. Hopefully you guys are hearing this. Hey guys, I ought to shift my operations in Africa along with Fitzgerald and Dynas. Africa is where it's at. Africa is where it's at and stuff like that. And so this is what we're seeing. Or pick your thing. You don't necessarily have to go there. Pick you want to do Europe, you want to do the United States, you want to do across the street in your own neighborhood, like down here in Tampa, where I am, Atlanta, where Dynas is. You can. But you know what? I want you guys to start thinking on a global vision, a global scale. So hopefully for those of you guys who are talking to us about, hey, you don't ever talk about Africa. Hey, is this a black-owned company? Yeah, it is a black-owned company. You black and you own your company. Okay, so stop talking to me about this silliness. See that this is your company that you can expand wherever you want without having to ask anyone's permission. That you can go over there. You want to go help people, help your people. That's what you want. The world is my people, but you want to help your people. Your melanated people. Get in the carrot bars. Get you a VIP package. Start talking to everyone over there. Build you a block. Go help families like that create wealth. And you can create wealth for yourself. Put yourself in a position where they got a picture of you hanging in their living room because you made a difference in their lives. And I challenge you to do that. This is what we're talking about. And so now Dynas and I can also take this and we can say, well, no, that we done built this up. Now let's go expand over to New Zealand or let's go expand to Australia. No problem. We got a boat over there in Australia right now. He's over there and hopefully he's listening to the stream. He came on the stream just the same way you guys got him a package. So we already have a team in Australia, which is not really far away from Africa anyway. If you guys are catching my heart and you're catching my passion, but more important, you're catching my intellect, you can build a financial dynasty for you and your family just by taking initiative and doing that. Well, how do I get there, Fitzgerald? I don't want to go. I can't travel over there. I don't got plane tickets to do like Dynas. Glad you asked. Can you send an email from one of these? Can you make a call on WhatsApp? Can you befriend someone on Facebook and send an invitation, say, hey, do you look for ways to make money? Can you do that? Can you open your mouth and say that? So the excuses are useless in this game. It's bad. It's how much you want it. Guys, I've only been to Canada. That's the only foreign country I've been to. but I have organizations all over this world right now. Because why? I get up there and talk to people in Australia. I get and talk to people in South Africa. Hey, you look for any other ways to make money, and that translates all over the world. And then all I need is a few people to say yes and a few people to grow. And so this is what I'm seeing, and this is what our vision is. Now, I will tell you this: with Carrot Bars, it's your company. You do what you want. But we got where we are because we followed the leadership of Michael Delco, who followed the leadership of Ty Best, who followed the leadership of Dan Girolamo, who followed the leadership of Cheryl Ann Gober, all the way who followed the leadership of Dr. Harold Sykes, who invented this. So we follow people who have proven track records of success. We're not trying to invent the own wheel. Diane said, hey, I'm coming up on 39. I believe his birthday is in April.
38.
Well, you know what? I'm coming up on 56, on September 8th. Time ain't something that, I got a lot of luxury to play with, nor do you. So we need to get this stuff out quick. Follow the leaders, follow the people who already been successful, register your Carrot Bar account. Just go ahead and sign that up for free. After you register that, give me a call. 1-716-573-6296. That's 1-716-573-6296. Or shoot me an email, FitzgeraldStephens@gmail.com. FitzgeraldStephens@gmail.com. Now, what am I going to do? I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to show you how to set up this $1 million business that you just got in your hand. That's what I'm going to do. And then after that, I'm going to plug you into Wealth Builders. That's the teaching system started by Ty Best. And we're going to show you how to duplicate this to others. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't talk to everyone. Some of you guys I've talked to 2 hours on the phone. I can't keep doing that. I sit up there and train you one time and then plug you into the system. It's your responsibility to know what your password is. It's your responsibility to know to make a list. It's your responsibility to contact people. I'm going to help you. I can help you with doing 3 ways and talking to people. I can show you the best, but it's your responsibility to do the work. I won't do that for you. Okay, I won't do that for you, nor would Dynas, but we would certainly help you. You want to come out there, you need my help to get on talking to with you, making videos and talking to people just like I'm doing with Dynas. I'll do it for you. Dynas will do it for you. But we got to see you. We got to see you hustling out there. Now, what's our interest in it? As you succeed, we succeed. You're part of our team. So if you fail, it hurts us. But we don't plan on letting you fail. But we're not going to do the work for you. Dynas, man, like I said, I'm vibrating because we went from talking about this thing to like 2 days ago, like Whole About Africa, to actually putting a plan of action with our team members right here and show you, hey guys, this is what we can do. We're not looking at just him and I doing this. I'm telling you guys, hit Africa. I'm telling you guys, go. You want to be in Africa, the youngest population on earth, the most incredible resource piece of real estate on earth. I'm talking about the continent, not just countries. Okay, viable industry. People, Africa is really shaping it and going and destinies, things like that. Everyone's trying to get a piece of it, from the United States to the Chinese to the Russians to France and all these people to England and stuff like that. But you know what? What if you could deal directly with the people? We have this thing. Well, Africa's in this shape because of the political leaders. Well, I'm not going to argue with you. Well, Africa, they don't want it enough. I'm definitely going to argue with you on that. But but what if you could just deal directly with families and bypass the international monetary system, bypass the traditional banking system, and create wealth? What do you think those guys are going to do for you? I tell you what they're going to do. They're going to have a portrait of you hanging in their living room, and they're going to tell you this is the woman or this is the man that helped break this family wealth. You're going to be honored. You're going to be respected on the individual. You circumvent all those guys that go there, but you need a vehicle, and this vehicle is for everyone. The product gold is for everyone. Wealth is for everyone. I believe that in all my heart. I don't believe that being wealthy is just for the lucky few. I don't believe that. I believe everyone deserves, to have their family in decent living areas, to properly educate their children, They not have to worry about financial stress, not have to worry about where they're going to live, what medicine they're going to pay for, not being able to help family members out, not being able to travel what they want, not being able to live the life that God has called in life. I believe that's for everyone. I don't believe it's for a select few, but you got to have a vehicle. You got to have some way to get it to them. And, and Carrot Bars is simply the vehicle that we chose. Might not be for everyone, and I don't think it is for everyone. And I don't want to work for everyone. Dynas don't want to work for everyone. But for those of you, if you don't have startup capital, what's better than free? What's better than taking a chance on you? What do you got to lose? What's better than running a business over your internet or your phone that you don't have to go out and find a building to rent? It's great to do hair and it's great to sell tires and it's great to do all these things, but you got to pay personnel, you got to rent buildings, you got to buy product. Carrot Bars takes away all that. You don't have to worry about shipping and everything else like that. You can you're in a business, you're right away that you can have all the tax write-offs for it, which is another thing that's going to really erode your wealth, your taxes. So you got to have a way to minimize taxes. This gives you that, so you become your own boss. You know what? We're tripping about this cable running around Dynas, and it's been going out. I see it's pretty cool now because I'm up to my router, up here in my kitchen now. We can write off this internet thing, man. That cell phone bill I make, that's tax deductible. I'm talking you guys' business. This shirt I just wore, I can write this off. This is a uniform. That haircut I just got with my Carrot Bar MasterCard, that's tax deductible. That's part of grooming expenses. You see how I'm playing the game? I'm getting euros on this side. I'm collecting gold on this side and gold back cryptocurrency. It's going up. I'm getting euros. They're going up. It's going up because I'm doing the exchange rates for various countries. It's just a win-win-win-win situation. For those of you who want to think about it, cool. For those of you telling me you got to investigate, cool. Let me know how your Google search going. Okay, that's what you're going to do. But can you do more research into 146 countries who've already said yes? Can you do more research to MasterCard, whose whole business model is to vet the financial stability and viability of companies? Can you do more? Can you do more research than FedEx, who we're their largest customer by far? Can you do more research than already close to 1 million affiliates have already said yes to us? Do you see opportunity, or are you going to let your broke sister-in-law and brother-in-law talk you out of something that could change the destiny of your family? Are you going to let they talk you out of something who are not paying any of your bills? Or are you just going to keep living stuff on and on and on, hoping that nothing changes, hoping that you'll be able to retire with like 40% of what you can't live off 100% off, hoping those student loans are going to go down? Some of y'all need to do this. I said it time before, just to pay your student loan debt. I don't know if you realize that education is getting more and more expensive every day. And oh, by the way, guys, take it from two people who have college degrees. My bachelor's degree is from the University of Alabama in international advertising. Dynasa has a bachelor's degree from the University of Georgia. Here's something I'm going to whisper to you. Degrees don't guarantee you a job. Degrees don't guarantee you a job. You got to put something that the marketplace is willing to pay for and exchange their money for it. That's what you got to do. For those of you who think you're not good at selling, and all that kind of stuff, which you nothing be further from the truth, you're giving people an opportunity. Dynas, man, dude, I gotta slow my heartbit down. Because you know what? I know what this thing can do. Dynas and I know what this thing can do. It can change the trajectory of yours and your financial life. Dynas has said out of all the stuff he did, he said he wished he would have started on Carrot Bar sooner. Lord knows I tried. God knows I tried to get in. God knows I did. I mean, I tried everything because you know what? I love the man. I knew what it would do, and I knew what he could do with it. But I couldn't make him see it because you know what got in his way? Well, he's making 6 figures at Cintas. He thought he had a good job. I couldn't get through that until something happened. That good job,
right?
I couldn't get through to him. And some of you,
here we go. I got an email. In fact, I was in your favorite country, Ivory Coast.
Mm-hmm.
Got an email from my boss. We're cutting your territory in half. Talk about it when you get back from vacation.
Yeah. I mean, he gets this, and all of a sudden, his life is disrupted because of the decision of someone else, and he has nothing to do with it. They didn't ask him if they was going to do that. Okay, and so when he starts seeing that, man, now all of a sudden he said, "Oh, Fitzgerald, tell me about this little carrot bar business." Now, Nance, you got this lady over there in Los Angeles. You know exactly what I'm talking about. This lady got 500, almost 600 affiliates in her organization, but she thinks she good. Ain't even sponsored a one. Ain't picked up nothing. Won't answer the phone calls. Won't do anything. Okay, that didn't stop us from building a team because some of you guys are so comfortable. That's your problem. You think you straight. You think you all right. It's beneath you to go out there and build some business like this. You get hung up on your title that you got, or your education, or your family name, or what your boy is going to think, or what the people are going to think, or what your family friends are going to think. Let me tell you something. Grocery store and the mortgage company don't care about anything that you better have their paper. That's what you better understand. You know, if you get sick and you have a major illness and that you can't go to work, you still got obligation to come. You got residual bills, you better have residual income. This is what is out there. This is what's happening. It's happening all over the world. You build while you have the time to build. And then one day you're probably just going to wake up like I'm doing. I was in high power sales. You know, I got sick, but before I got sick, I just was tired of doing it. I didn't want to do it no more. You know, I used to every day you had to start from zero. I didn't get residuals.
Me too. Same thing.
I didn't get residuals. I was using my own car, man. I was killing cars, riding up and down the road. You know, I had my cell phone. Sometimes you couldn't hardly turn it off because, you know, you're afraid you'll miss a sale. Dinesh, you've been on vacations, man, and you were afraid, man, like you're going to miss a sale if you didn't answer the phone. You wondered what was happening. You know, you've been there. You know, you've been there. Unexpected bill comes up like $200 or $300, man, and you're barely making it. Just throws everything off. You're mad at the cat. You're mad at your dog. You're mad at your children. You're mad at your wife or your spouse. Why? Because the stress of financial stress on. But you know what? You have the choice right now to do something about the day. You know, sometimes our stuff goes a little long, but they're not. Everything I'm saying is resonate with someone. Everything I'm resonating to someone. And for that someone, if we're talking to an audience group of like 10,000 people, because our videos are played, you know, often. If I'm just speaking to one, if I can get through one person in Vietnam or one person in Cameroon, male or female, 18 to 80, I don't care. If we could just get to one person, it's like, you know what? I can do something. I need to do something. You know, if this thing works, what if I can make an extra 2,000 euros a month? You know, wouldn't that help my retirement? What if I don't get to get out there and work? I worked hard for everybody. What if I could do what if I could do that? I'm not only going to say, ma'am or sir, you can, but we will help you. And it will change your life. That ass, man, hey, the floor is yours, brother. You know, I don't got anything to call it. Yeah, I'm not going to ask y'all to take action. You know, that's on you. You know, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to talk to some more people today and get some more people, you know, sponsor today. You know, I'm going to do that. I was in Walmart, Diane. I got this little nut mix I like a lot, almonds and pecans and stuff like that. And I happened to talk to this young man. He was about maybe 20 years old, built like a football player. And when I was talking to him one time, I went in there and I was talking to him about my business, got briefly, and he didn't have a cell phone, so I couldn't send the link. And I saw him again, same aisle, and I said, "Hey, are you?" I said, "Man, you know, is there any reason why you don't want to make money? What do you want to do with your life?" He said, "Fitzgerald, I want to be a millionaire." I stopped looking for the nuts. I pulled up my Carrot Bars referral link in my business right here. I gave him my phone, said, "Fill this out." He filled it out. In less than 10 minutes, he had a global business in 146 countries. And I told him, this will accomplish your goal of being a millionaire, and I'm going to help you. You know what his response would be? "Thank you, Fitzgerald. Thank you." And I walked out and got in my RAV4 in the parking lot and left. And I put someone in my business that quick. I expanded my empire that quick. All I did was open my mouth. Because I promise you, ladies and gentlemen, people are out there looking for what you have to offer. You know, if it's not for you, just give it to someone who can benefit. If you too bougie, or you too good for it, or you think it's too good, or the time is not right, that's great. Give it to help someone else. You know, help someone else. Diane, man, I yield to you. Thank you for allowing me to speak, man. But I'm more passionate about this thing now. than I was when I first got in 6 years ago. Because
Absolutely.
it's bigger and better. You know,
Guys, to everyone, thank you so much for joining. Again, my affiliate link is in the chat room. Click on the link, sign up as an affiliate. I will call you personally. Also, when you watch the replays on the screen, and it will be in the description as well, I will personally call you, and then I'll get you in contact with Fitzgerald, and we're going to get you guys up and running so you're successful. Thank you so much for joining. Make sure you go to dynastymir.com. Go to dynastymir.com. Until next time, family. Peace.